Minecraft's final boss, the Ender Dragon, is extremely easy. So, in today's Minecraft Hardcore episode, we are going to be creating our own Minecraft custom final boss. The first thing that we have to do is remove a big area of bedrock on the nether roof that leads down to the nether. First, we have to collect a lot of gunpowder. So let's get ourselves some bad omen, and with our bad omen, let us use our raid farm. Now it's time to craft some TNT. That's how much TNT we made. Now we need obsidian, pistons, and levers. That's obsidian. Here are the pistons. Finally, here go the levers. Don't worry, it will look much better later on, because right now it's looking like the National Geographic logo. But don't worry, because later on in the video we are going to transform this portal. And there we go, this is where the portal leads. It's a little bit fat, but we'll fix that later. But these two do interfere with my farm, so I'm gonna try to build around them. But for now, let's start clearing the bedrock. Now let's take down this portal. Okay, I've spent like half an hour trying to figure out how to do this circle, but I've finally done it. And I've also cleaned up. I removed the chunk loader, put it down, and I also removed the shulker farm because it wasn't working anymore. So now we have a clean place to start digging this bedrock. That is what 2 hours of work looks like. A single stripe. It is gonna take forever, but let's just keep working until we can do it. So I found a brand new way to break bedrock, and it's actually faster because you can literally break all these at once, and it is pretty straightforward. I just have to trick these pistons, and after juking a little bit of this redstone, we can come over here and kind of break Minecraft, and after a while it breaks just like that. Okay, here comes a progress report. We've done all of this. It's taking, I think, 4 maybe 3 hours, which is pretty tiring and pretty boring, but now it's just time to finish. I'll see you when I'm done. There we go. Okay, please tell me it worked. Okay, that one worked. That one worked. And that one worked. We're done. We're finally done clearing bedrock. It's been a journey. Definitely been boring. But we've done it. Now we can move on. And now that the hole was clear, it was time to start work on our portal. The design for the portal that we were going to use was of a sword from a game called The Legend of Zelda, which you might know, and today we're going to be building the Master Sword. For the sword, we're gonna need a lot of this sea lantern. Oh, that's a problem. I guess it's time to use our garden farm. And here we go. I guess this is, oh god, I missed, but now we are here. I'm not exactly sure how to use this thing. Oh, I forgot I had my mob switch on. But if we get lucky, we might have enough crystals and shards in here to make enough sea lanterns. Okay, I think this might be enough. Now that we have that, let's get a bunch of the other materials. And there we go. We got all the materials for this build. Now let's get building. So I think this is going to be quite complicated, so let's just hit a time lapse. check this out. It is looking pretty cool. I think I have one of the coolest portals I've ever seen. It looks pretty cool. But now it's time to get all of these shulker boxes filled with sand. Okay, that's a lot of materials. Now it's time to get building our final boss. So here's my plan. We're gonna have a portal, which is why I made the giant hole with a giant skeleton that is gonna be our final boss. There will be a huge arena around him, and it's gonna look very cool. So now let's get to work. Great, this is the first layer of the portal done. Okay, that's the second layer done. And now, this is all done. Now that this is all done, let's start building, because now we have my schematic, and let's hit the time lapse. Okay, now that we have done the circle that is basically our battlefield, it's time to work on the wall back there. Okay, let's start building. And now with our floor and wall all done, it's time to get some rocks. Now that we have all of this stone, it's time for another time lapse. Okay, rocks are all done now. Now it's time to start work on our final boss. So let's hit one final time lapse and get this sucker done. Now that he is all done, it's time to do a little bit more work. So let's start by getting some sand, and after getting sand, it's time to smelt it. And after smelting it, it's time to color it. And now that we have glass, we are still not done, because we still need to get 95 pearlescent frog lights. The problem is, I don't know how to get these, which means it's time for another time lapse. Okay, I'm halfway through building the froglight farm, but now we actually need to get some frogs. I've started breeding these guys, and we're gonna need 12 in total, so let's just hope for the best. Dude, this looks so cool! This is the coolest thing I've ever done. Just me and my frogs, taking a walk on the nether roof. It's awesome. There you have the second batch of frogs, which are obviously the green ones. Now we only have to get the white ones. Good, now all of them are in here. We have 12 frogs of 3 different colors. Now we can get the advancements when the... Wait, what? Oh, we already had it. We had the when the squad hops into town. That's what I wanted to get. And there you go. That should be the farm all done and working with our 2 iron golems in the center, glass so no gas can spawn, and some chains for some reason. And now we are supposed to be getting a lot of those delicious frog mites. I used the farm for a bit, and now we are able to get all of our materials. So now, after working so hard to get our final boss done, it's time for the final results.